Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite host in the whole world again. I'm doing something a little bit different this time. This preview, I wanted to do a of the UFC 232 this upcoming weekend. This is my first UFC preview, but the card is very interesting, so I figured I would do a rundown of this one. The first match is Jon Jones and Alexander Gustafsson, which is a little bit interesting. For one, the last fight he had with Gustafsson was, his Jon Jones' toughest fight to date. And a lot of people think that Gustafsson actually won that fight. And with that being said, they Jon Jones has only had one fight in the last, I want to say, like 4 years, because he had the 2-year ban, and then he got another 2-year ban. So the only fight he had was against DC in the last 4 years. So I guess you never really know what you're going to get when you kind of been out of the game for that long. Some people can say maybe he has some ring rust. He doesn't look the same. I know the OSP fight, he definitely didn't look like the Jon Jones of old. But then again, it's hard to bet against a guy. He's never lost a fight. He has that one loss on his record, but he even won that fight. So I have to go with Jon Jones in this. He's never shown any reason for for somebody to bet against him. So I got Jon Jones in the main event. Even though it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. So, and then in the co-main event, we got Cris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes, which is a little bit interesting because I think Cyborg has only had like one fight, and then Amanda Nunes, she is the champion, but she's moving up a weight class, and I don't know, her chances just aren't really that great. But with that being said, I would love to see an upset, just because I like kind of rooting for the underdog and seeing upsets happen. It makes it, I think, a little bit more exciting. So in the co-main event, I would like to take Amanda Nunes over Cris Cyborg for the featherweight championship. But, that's kind of a long shot. But if it happens, remember I said it first. And then so the third fight on the card, the welterweight, Carlos Condit and Michael Chiesa, which I don't think I said that name right, but I don't exactly know how to pronounce his name. So with that being said, I'm going to take Condit in that one, just because I think Chiesa is a little bit overrated. I mean, he gets a lot of high-profile fights, but he doesn't really win most of them. So in Condit, he's been the championship before. He's lost the last 4 fights, but with that being said, one of them was a split decision, so he could have won that one, and another one was due to injury. So, the record doesn't show, I think, how good of a fighter he is, but, I've seen his fights before. He's been a champion, and I think he's going to show that in the fight. So with that being said, I'm going to take Condit over Michael Chiesa. And then the light heavyweight, Latifi and Corey Anderson, I got to take Latifi because, that dude is a beast. He's just been running through everybody. And I think if he gets a win, he's going to be in the conversation for a title shot. So I got Latifi over Corey Anderson. And then the last one on the main event, Chad Mendes and Alexander Volkanovski. This one, I'm going to take Volkanovski just because Chad Mendes has lost 2 out of the last 3 fights. And I know they were really tough fights, so I'm not saying there's anything bad about losing to Conor McGregor or Frankie Edgar, because those are 2 really, really tough opponents. But, I mean, I don't think he's the same as he was a few years ago. And Volkanovski is 18-1. He has a killer record. I think he's underrated, and I think he's going to win this fight, and he's going to show people that he should be in the conversation for possibly getting a title shot soon. So with that being said, I'm going to take Volkanovski over Chad Mendes in the first fight of the card, and that about sums up the UFC 232 preview. If you guys agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, tell me why. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys next time.